like a little candy. Maybe it's something like pizza, kind of fatty and filling, or maybe it's that nightly glass of wine that just feels like a reward for surviving the day. And when that craving hits, it doesn't feel like it's optional. It feels like it's urgent. If this has gotten stronger for you in the last few years, if it feels louder and more intense and more like get out of my way energy than it used to, you are not imagining it. Cravings actually intensify in perimenopause. If you're new here, my name is Christie Chapman, and I help busy women in midlife make sense of this confusing season that is the menopause transition. I help them reclaim their health and energy and weight. So if you are in this season, hit the subscribe button for more practical and supportive strategies that you can start implementing today to start feeling like yourself again. Today, I want to talk about why your brain makes cravings feel like survival, what your hormones are actually doing behind the scenes to contribute to this, and how your gut might be fueling that fire. And most importantly, what you can do about it starting today. Because this is not a willpower conversation. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you. But before we start talking about what's on your plate, we have to start talking about what's inside your head. I want you to think about the last time you gave in to a craving. What came after? For most women that I work with, it's one of these: guilt, shame, frustration, that mean girl voice in your head saying, why can't I just stop? Why did I just do that? What is wrong with me? I want to make something absolutely clear. You are not lazy. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are not undisciplined. You are experiencing two very real things at once. You have a very intelligent brain and a body that is going through massive hormonal changes. Your brain is wired to conserve energy and avoid discomfort. That's just who we are as a species. When you feel stress in your body or overwhelm or exhaustion, your brain wants immediate relief. So food, especially sugary food, salty food, fatty food, it gives you dopamine, immediate relief. So when the guilt creeps in after eating something sweet, your brain says, oh, I don't like this feeling either. Let's distract, let's soothe, let's move on. It's not sabotage, it's like survival wiring. And trying to resist an intense craving, that's hard work. You're pushing against your primitive wiring. So the first shift I want you to make is this. Instead of reaching for guilt when this happens, I want you to reach for curiosity. Ask yourself, what am I actually feeling right now? Like, just pause and take a minute. Am I stressed? Am I overwhelmed? Am I lonely or bored? Is this exhaustion? Is this possibly just that you are mentally fried from making a million decisions all day long? This shift alone changes everything. But mindset isn't the whole story. Because in perimenopause, there's a very real change in your biology happening. And Mary Claire Haver, who I love to follow, calls this stage the zone of chaos. And I love that, the zone of chaos. It feels so beyond everything and so overwhelming, and yet nothing seems to have changed. Because one day you feel totally fine. And then the next day you're crying over a dog food commercial and you want to eat an entire sleeve of Girl Guide cookies. And here's why. Estrogen and progesterone are fluctuating wildly in this season of life. When estrogen shifts, it's affecting your blood sugar regulation, so how your body uses energy. It's affecting your insulin sensitivity. It's affecting your appetite signals. It's affecting how full you feel, your satiety. So you might have eaten the exact same meal 5 years ago, and now, an hour later, you're starving. And this is not your imagination. Your body is literally processing glucose differently. When blood sugar drops quickly, your brain doesn't ask for a salad. It's asking for fuel, like immediately. It wants sugar, it wants carbs, it wants quick energy. And then when you layer on stress, and let's face it, you're carrying an invisible load. You've got kids and work, you've got aging parents, you've got your house, you've got your conflicting schedules that you're managing, you've got cortisol in your body, which is your stress hormone, rising. It's just how it is. There's really nothing you've done wrong. This is how it is. Cortisol and blood sugar are directly linked. When cortisol's high, your body thinks, oh gosh, something's wrong. I'm under threat. The tribe is under threat. I need quick fuel. And now here's the kicker. Lower estrogen in perimenopause makes you more sensitive to stress. So you're hitting that stress wall more frequently. So then when that happens, your cravings are going to hit harder as well. This is not that you got weaker. This is that the volume got turned way up. And there's another layer, I know there's more, that a lot of women don't hear about, and that is gut health. In perimenopause, estrogen has this beautiful protective layer, and that affects your gut microbiome as well. You've got trillions of little microbes in there, and your gut health affects your metabolism, your mood, your hormone production, your cravings. And when all of this is happening, your gut balance is shifting as well. There are certain bacteria in your system that actually thrive on sugar. So if your gut is out of balance and these microbiomes are literally proliferating, they are sending signals to your brain to feed them. It can feel like a magnet, like a physical pull to the fridge or the pantry. And then you add in inflammation, which also increases in perimenopause. I know it gets better and better. And then you have this loop. You've got hormone shifting, inflammation rising, gut imbalance, and it's all leading to more cravings. This is why sometimes cravings seem impossible to ignore. It's not emotional, it's hormonal, it's chemical. You are a chemistry lab. We also need to talk about two very real modern realities. And that is one, ultra-processed food. Food companies spend billions with a B, engineering the bliss point, which is the perfect combo of sugar and salt and fat to override fullness signals. So if you struggle to stop at one Oreo, that's intentional. This isn't about demonizing food. It's about understanding the battlefield that we're in. And then the second thing is undereating. So many women come to me, and if you are eating 1,500 calories while managing stress and workouts and family and career, your body thinks it's starving. And it will respond with, give me the most calorie-dense thing you can find. Most women aren't struggling with cravings because they eat too much. They're struggling because they're not eating enough earlier in the day. It makes sense, right? Okay, so on to the good part. Here is what we can start doing today. I want you to start hydrating really intentionally. Aim for around 80 to 100 ounces of water daily, minimum. So dehydration triggers stress signals. It can feel like your body's under threat when you're dehydrated. Stress, again, triggers cravings. It's simple but powerful. So just drinking enough water can be a great way to stop the cycle. Also, eat enough and eat earlier. I want you to stop skipping breakfast and saving those calories for later. I want you to eat protein at every meal, 30 grams if you can handle it. When your brain knows that food is coming in consistently, your body feels safe and panic decreases. Thirdly, stabilize your blood sugar. We do this by building meals that have protein, fiber, healthy fats, whole grain, like whole carbs, nutrient-dense carbs. This is anti-inflammatory eating, and this is what I recommend for the women in my program. We are not about restriction. We are about stability, and the food is delicious, I promise. And lastly, reduce stress intentionally. We got to get really serious about our stress level, whether that's meditation or just walking, learning some deep breathing techniques. We need to learn nervous system regulation so that we can lower our cortisol. More stable blood sugar will keep the cortisol level low, and that will support our cravings. This is metabolic work. Also, you can be tracking your patterns. For just 1 week, I want you to jot down, when do the cravings hit? What was happening? How did I feel? Is it 4 p.m. after my meetings? Is it 9 p.m. when I finally sit down and relax? Or is it worse at different times, maybe around your cycle? We need to get some data, because data removes shame. We need to see patterns so that we can create the solutions. If you thought you were just losing your discipline and that this is how it's always going to be now, I hope that this feels like a bit of a defrost. Your cravings are not a character flaw. They are hormonal shifts. They are blood sugar instability. They are stress overload. You've got possibly a gut imbalance. And sometimes it can be due to underfueling. The goal is not perfection. The goal is just creating safety and stability in your body. And when you move from those feelings of guilt to a place of curiosity, when you support your hormones instead of constantly fighting them, even if you didn't realize you were, cravings stop running the show. They don't disappear overnight. You didn't get here overnight. So it takes a bit of time, but they definitely will get quieter quickly. And then you'll start to feel powerful again. If this resonated with you, I have a free perimenopause playbook that I've linked below that will help you with the 3 most powerful steps that you can take today to start feeling better. I want you feeling like yourself again. And if you want deeper support, I offer group and one-on-one unstuck coaching where we walk through this together step by step by step. You are not broken, my friend. Your body is asking for support. And now you know how to start listening. Hit that subscribe button and I will see you next week.